About something extremely important to you. You've all heard about identity theft. It can impact your credit for sure. But would you believe financial identity is being stolen just 28% of the time?
Apparently online thieves are also trying to steal your medical information.
Yes.
They're going after your clean criminal record. So let's go to Jen. She's in the green room with a few things I guess we're doing wrong, Jen?
Absolutely. And Mike, just to correct you real briefly, 28% of the time they're only looking for financial stuff.
They're only looking for that.
Yeah, it's the bulk of it is these
Right.
criminal records. They want your medical ID, all kinds of things that they can use to turn into financial gain. Anthony is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so first of all, you've given me some do's and some don'ts, some naughty things that I'm doing, some things that I probably should be doing. So let's begin. The first thing you say, and I've done it, you think you're going to win a prize. Right here on our iPad, it says the new iPad from Apple. You go in here, and what it asks you to do is give valuable information. You say that's the problem.
That's the problem right there, and here's the second part. Once you submit the information in here, if you read the fine print on this site, they actually email you more instructions. So you have to give them more information. You might have to click on ads or other things. So not saying this site in particular, but this is one big way that people get your information and scam you out.
You can't win a prize. Nothing in this life is for free. Now, the other thing, and I think this will confuse some people, you say don't email your information. Do it on a secure site like PayPal or something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. My Dell rep, actually, I yelled at him. He made the mistake. He asked me for my credit card through an email. When you send an email out, it goes in plain text. That means anyone that has access to your line, Comcast,
Like
Verizon.
your Wi-Fi neighbors could get it, all that?
Even, well, if they're connected to your Wi-Fi network, they could most definitely read it at that point. When you go to a site like TD or something that's secure, it actually encrypts your data. It garbles it up. So you have a key on your end and a key on their end to unlock it. So it keeps it safe and secure. Always use a secure site.
Okay, cool. The other thing, virus protect, yes. You say one thing that we do is maybe we don't update the software. We don't listen when it says, you know, that you might have something going on. I confess to you, at my house, my husband has it on like super virus protect, and I always ignore. Bad idea.
Very bad idea, because here's the thing. If you don't update the software, let's say your antivirus, let's say you update your Windows but not your antivirus, you lock the door of your house and then you leave the window open and then a hacker could jump in there. So computer software holes are a big way that people get in and cause problems for you.
Okay, cool. And the last thing, and I'm guilty of basically 3 of the 4. The last thing is trying to have a hard or a difficult password. My passwords are very easy, which I'm going to have to change them now that I've said it on TV. And you say that's, but I'm like, how do I remember them all?
JennFred Fox, that's pretty easy. It's pretty easy password.
It's a little easier than that.
Oh my God. Yeah, you need to make it more complicated for a couple reasons. One, if it's easy, then it's easy for someone else to guess it, like you said earlier. And 2, they're called brute force attacks. Computer geeks like me can run a software attack program on your computer.
Wait a minute, did you just say brute force attack?
It's called brute force attacks. So basically, they keep using computer-generated code to check your password. So they try every possible combination.
Your kid's name, your last name, your street, your...
Everything.
Not that I've given it all away, but I'm just giving it all away. Hey, listen, thank you so much.
Anytime.
I appreciate it. And guys, I mean, that's why it's important, is because people want your medical ID cards. They want your clean criminal history. And Mike Jarek, I'm sure you're doing all this stuff wrong, so you better pay attention.
I told him, Jen, I didn't know there was a software program so that would sit there and play with my, passwords, the possibilities.
Keep rolling them over.
And some of these new virus software, they do social media. So you can go in there and make sure that, like, your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, they're also protected, which is where we're putting a lot of information out there nowadays.
I forget my passwords all the time. So yours are Landry and Brody?
Pretty much. And Anthony says he has like some kind of document in his computer, like an Outlook thing that has all the passwords in them. My super dork dad has the same thing. I've never thought of
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. He said just don't password protect the list. So that can be open. But what about the naughty neighbors on my Wi-Fi? Couldn't they see that?
If you share your stuff out, I mean, technically you shouldn't give your password to your naughty neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, neighbors.
Thank you, Jen.
Okay.
And don't have a list of your passwords stuck to your computer.
Tell me about it.